Make sure everything is good. All right. And let me see if I'm going live. Are we live? Let's see. And you are live. What is going on, everybody? RogersBase here with my live reaction to One Piece manga chapter 1126. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's weird. OBS did this new thing where, like, when I synced YouTube to it, now I have to click go live from in OBS instead of clicking go live from inside YouTube Studio. So it like throws me off by a couple seconds, but we're here. We're doing good. Let's jump right into this One Piece manga chapter 1126. This one is titled Settling the Score. We have a long, busy day today, too. Last night, we just did the live reaction to the Emu episode, Sabu versus Emu. I think I even uploaded like a short of the Cobra death, so my reaction for that went up as well. Then we've got this chapter. Then later in the evening, we got the One Piece podcast I'm going to be hosting on. It's going to be a lot of fun. So hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. 1126, Settling the Score. Very beginning says, Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 14. The girls from the soba shop in Curry have gone missing. Okay, so we are continuing the story. We're not going to be continuing from the reconstruction of Odin's castle. We already know that the carpenter is missing. Now the people from the soba shop are missing. What's going on here? Where are they? Are they gathering in Old Wano for Pluton? Who knows? Who cares for what's going on right now? I'm getting into the good stuff. We're finally entering Elbaf. So here we go. Chapter start. After we parted ways with you folks at Water 7, we got Oimo and Kashi at the beginning, we wanted to catch a glimpse of the captains. So we headed for a little garden. And you got Luffy going, you did, huh? Makes sense you'd be curious. I mean, it had been 100 years, right? And when we showed up, wouldn't you know it, but they were beating on each other with bare fists. Yeah. Our weapons were busted. But why? Do you think either of those tough old goats is going to be done in by simple punches? And you got more of the giants there. Seeing a few more that we actually didn't see before here. You got this dude in the bottom with the crooked nose and the tattoo on his head with the black feathers behind him. And the other dude with the goggles with the massive Jay Leno chin. Okay. No, it sure don't. And the only way to finish a proper duel is to the death. In the end, they had to put a stop to it. And we made our way back to Elbaf together to get new weapons. New weapons? So you guys are going to keep fighting? Of course! Meanwhile, even though they're all cheering and happy to be together, they're like, of course we're going to be fighting. Come on, Nami. Did you learn nothing at Little Garden? You got to be easy on her, Usopp. It's been literally 20 years since that chapter came out. So give Nami a little bit of room, all right? She's going unbelievable, drinking the ale. All right. Tell her, Usopp, this stuff is strong. It's called absinthe. It's a spirit known as the Green Fairy. It can make you hallucinate, so watch out. Okay. We got to have some Zelda music playing in the background for this one. Play the little fairy fountain. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. The Green Fairy Absinthe. Let's continue. Meanwhile, they're just partying. You got the giants stomping and tromping. Brook, we haven't actually seen Brook in a while. I feel like the last time we saw Brook was towards the end of Egghead when he still had the little astronaut thing when they were coming off of the cloud. So it's nice to actually see him interacting front and center, jumping up with the guitar. Meanwhile, you got Frankie over there teaching the rest of them the super move. Little Bonnie down to the ground. Kuma smiling, witnessing all this. I know I say it every week. I know I say it every single week, but I'm saying it again. I am still shooketh that Kuma is still alive. Makes me very, very happy that he's here, witnessing all this, able to relax. Bonnie in his arms, back with his kid again. And Bonnie being able to be free like a kid again, too. Sitting with her dad. It's very nice. We finally got the chance to see this together. The horizon at sea. All right. I also love the little rope that's tying the Thousand Sunny to the ship, too. All right. 1 month earlier, at the island of Gartel in the New World, an incident occurred. Oh, we're going to see this. In the territory of red-haired Shanks, Emperor of the Sea, the pirate known as Bartolomeo, the man-eater, burned the flag of the red-haired pirates and delivered a blow to their honor. So we're actually going to see the fallout of Bartolomeo versus Shanks. Okay. If I allow you to get away with this, then all the other islands and pirates to whom I've given this flag will lose faith that they've put into it. My friends will be subject to danger. Well, you're right about that. I'm sorry for what I've done. And Barto knows, oh, I should not have screwed with Shanks, slamming his head down on the ground. I'm sorry for what I did. I wasn't thinking about none of that when I did this. It was stupid. It was an ignorant thing that I did. And all the other people are watching on. Shanks does not look forgiving. All right, his eyes are shadowed out. Who is this dude? This is a bottle of deadly poison. You need to go and make sure that Straw Hat Luffy takes this within the month. Huh? It causes excruciating pain, massive hemorrhaging, and ultimately death. Your boss has to pay for your crimes. We even got Gambi over there too. But why would Mr. Luffy have to do that? We're friends. Why would he have to do that? Come on. And meanwhile, he's taking it. You know it's got to be I'm telling you, there's no way Bartolomeo dies like this. It's like it's a trick or something. For Shanks to be like, nah, you're all right, Bartolomeo. I guarantee it. If Shanks, unless this is like evil twin Shanks or something, if Shanks has Bartolomeo drink poison and Bartolomeo dies, come on now. There's no way. Barto's one of my favorite characters. I love Shanks too. There's no way. You got the rest of them going though. Don't drink it, boss. It'll kill you. You're going to spit up blood and die. Well, I'm okay with that. Mr. Luffy didn't give us no permission for the ritual cups we drank from and the flag we use. This ain't got nothing to do with him. Please don't tell him I did this. I don't want him to waste a single precious second of his life on the likes of me. This is just one of those things that happens. A common thug stands up to an emperor and gets slaughtered for it. Nothing more, nothing less. And you see tears down his eyes. Poor Bartolomeo. We love you, buddy. Well, we love you. Don't worry, you're fine. And he's huffing. I sure wish I could have seen Mr. Luffy be the king of the pirates, though. I really screwed up bad. Damn it all. You gotta carry on after I'm gone, boys. And the rest of them are going, boss! Farewell, my friends. No, meanwhile, he's just burping. I told you, but he's fine. He's fine. I knew he was gonna be fine. Exactly, they're gonna be buddies. He's burping? Huh? Wait a minute. They let us go? Well, go. Let's get out of here. If that wasn't poison, then he wasn't trying to kill Master Luffy after all. I thought an Emperor of the Sea would be more bloodthirsty than this. I guess he's a bigger softy than I realized, huh? And off they go. Barto Club's fine. Bartolomeo's fine. Gambia's fine. Everyone's good. Barto the goat. Very, very nice. It was a test then. It was a test. This is good. What's that smirk for, Captain? I mean, doesn't it feel good? Knowing how much they care for Luffy? My God, Shanks. And people say he's gonna be evil. Get out of here. Come on. Bartolomeo and Shanks, they're gonna be buddies, all right? Final war comes around. Bartolomeo's gonna be making a barrier. It's all gonna be all right. Don't worry about it, all right? All right, Captain, step aside. Every action has a price to be paid. Bro, wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute, wait. Shanks might be a softie. I spoke too soon. Yasopp might not be a softie. He said, all right, Captain, step aside. Every action has a price to be paid. The Bartolomeo pirate ship sinks in the waters off Gartel Island. Status unknown. Look, all right, I'm telling you right now. Kid ain't dead. Killer's not dead. Bartolomeo's not dead. I'm telling you. It's not happening. They might have sunk his ship. The Luffy Go might be gone. It might be sinking to the ground like the Going Berry. But no. Barto is going to be A-okay. It's going to be A-okay. They might have sunk their ship. They're going to have to build a new one. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction right now. Reading this chapter, seeing their ship sink, I'm going to make a prediction right now. Their new ship is going to be the Going Nika, and you're going to see it's going to look like a Gear 5 Luffy, and they're going to rebuild bigger and better than ever, And Bartolomeo is going to be rolling up Final War in a Gear 5 themed ship. I guarantee it, bro. This is their way for the Going Luffy to get a power jump. I'm telling you, next time we see the Going Luffy, it's not going to have the Season 1 vest. It's going to be Gear 5. I'm telling you right now. I know my man Bartolomeo better than almost anyone, all right? I'm telling you. That's one of my guys. He's going to be fine. He's going to live. The 1,000 Nika or something. It's going to be something. I'm telling you. It's going to happen. All right. Here we go. Status unknown. Let's continue. That entire scene was peak, though. I love that. I love Shanks testing him with the poison. I love seeing my man Bartolomeo again. Makes me very, very happy. Okay. Let us... Ooh. Okay. One thing to another. Pirate Island full of lead. What the hell happened here while I was away, Pizarro? Oh, is Blackbeard going to take him out? What happened here while I was away, Pizarro? Yeah, I know it looks bad, but you heard about the whole world is about to get in on the act, didn't you? The poneglyphs ain't just the knowledge of the underworld anymore. The 4 emperors are about to have a full-scale scramble for the stones. Even the government and navy are getting involved. You can't win if you don't take them seriously. And the key piece to all of this is Kobe. So how did you let him get away? And he's grabbing on Alvalo's little island mustache. You can see the eyeballs still in the skull as well. I'm sorry, Teach. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute and I'll tell you the story. First things first, we also let Moria get away. What? Moria got away too? More to the left, please. Your butt broke one. What? Where did this store go again? Meanwhile, you got the giant walking around. Commodore, please. We're ready to go at a moment's notice. We know you'll be the man who claims the One Piece, Blackbeard. Please, conquer the world for us. Are we seeing, with this group, are we seeing Gin and Krieg again? Because I know they were with the Blackbeard Pirates on Full last time we saw them. I don't see them in the group on the bottom. This entire thing is funny, though, where Alvalo's butt broke. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Excuse me. That was the giant dude. That's San Juan Wolf. He's looking for where the store went, and he slammed his butt down and broke the other. That makes it even better. I thought it was that That makes that joke even better. You could see the little bit of his butt sitting down on the other store. Oh, that's funny. That is actually genuinely very funny. You see San Juan Wolf sitting and he breaks the... That is actually great. This is a great sequence. This is really funny. All right, seeing more of the Blackbeard Pirates. I'm assuming he's not killing Alvalo, though, because you can see his eyeball's still in the skull. So he's just angry at him for losing Kobe and losing Moria. But, I mean, at the end of the day, Kuzan still succeeded, so... All right. Ooh, great shot of the whole crew there as well. Gorgeous. Hear that? Morale's sky high out there. You got Shiyu in the front. Okay. We got the squad again. Kuzan, Burgess. We have to take advantage of this. So repeat that for me, Kuzan. You let Kobe get away, but we caught Garp instead. Amazing. Yeah, see, Teach? It's an upgrade in the end. Bro, Alvalo, you better shut your mouth, all right? Though, to be honest, I thought I killed him, but he ended up alive instead. There we go. And we're seeing Garp. Now he's all chained up. It's still a hell of a feat, Kuzan. Who else could possibly take him down? It took all of us together, and we bit... Wait. It took all of us together, and we barely managed. Is the person saying that Alvalo and the other people that were on Full Lead before Kuzan's arrival? Like when Garp came through with the galaxy? Or are they implying with the ... after that the rest of the crew together barely managed against Kobe when they captured Kobe? And that, because they mentioned already that Garp is significantly stronger, obviously. Am I reading too much into that? Or is that just the rest of them saying that they couldn't handle Garp together? And that it was Kuzan? It was just Kuzan. Oh, that's Kuzan saying that. Saying it took all of, well, oh yeah, that is Kuzan saying that. You're right. I saw the other bubble on the left and I thought it was a different bubble. No, you're right, you're right. So that's Kuzan saying it took all of us together and we just barely managed to capture Garp. I see. I see what's going on here. Okay. I see what's going on here. All right, the wind is in our favor now. And we got the three-eyed girl on top of that now. So patch me into Lafitte. So we're seeing Pudding again too. Also, patch me into Lafitte. Are we finally going to see more of him too? This is great. All right, good stuff. Yeah, also, I'm looking at the paneling now too. I think you guys are right. That is Kuzan saying that it took all of us together to barely manage to capture Garp. And he ended up alive, is how they're saying that. I see. But we all knew, I think, Garp was going to be alive. I think we all kind of knew that. I think we all knew that Kuzan was not going to let Garp die. That Kuzan's got some other ulterior motive. Something with swords. Something's going on there. But obviously, he was going to be alive. I'm not shocked by the revelation that Garp's alive. But I was questioning the little ... in the bottom there right after the thing with Kobe. And the mention about the upgrade. But okay, we're good. And Pudding is here with Blackbeard. Poor Pudding. Oh, we're going to see Lafitte today. It's not even that we're waiting. Headquarters of the Umit. Oh, cool. We're getting this coming back too. The Umit Shipping Company. Wait a minute. Yes, Commodore. What are the revolutionaries up to? Well, they seem to be quite serious about attacking provisions. The gondolas at Redport continue to break down. And they don't seem to work at all when they actually have food on board. Interesting. It's bad enough that food shipments have been cut off from many countries, Marijoa and Navy HQ. But even when the Navy secures a route, the gondolas crash. If we end up with any of those celestial dragons actually starving, then we'll really be living in unprecedented times. I love it. Well, stop enjoying the show and get to prepping. And you got Lafitte going already on top of it. Okay. Pirate Island. Pizarro, we're back. Yeah, it's Devon. Okay. We're seeing a lot of this Blackbeard stuff. This is good. Very, 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 very good. What's with you and refusing to pull the ship into harbor? Well, I'm injured, and you could see the giant island hand going to pick them up, trying to put the ship down. Caribou, we're in big trouble now. Big trouble. A gigantic monstrosity has plucked us right off the whitecaps as I live and breathe. Madam, do something. Sir, please spare little old me from this dreadful fate. And meanwhile, Devon and Van Auger are like, will you shut up this guy already? Is that the dude you brought? Yep. So now Caribou is going to finally come face to face with his equivalent. How you got Bartolomeo and Luffy, now you got Caribou and Blackbeard. All right, this is going to be good. Interesting, this stuff about the food shipments, though, that we're seeing this. All right, well, let's continue. Let's continue. With the hold up at the Redport. Meanwhile, 2 days have passed since leaving Egghead. And even the giant pirate ship, the Great Eric, has yet to reach Elbaf. How could this happen, though? We drank ourselves into a stupor and woke up to find that the Sunny is gone. We can't find it. It's yet to reach Elbaf for a very particular reason. We got to get that ship. We can't go back to Elbaf without it. So Lilith, Kuma, Bonnie, Robin, Frankie, Jimbei, Brooke, and Dorian Broggy are on the Elbaf ship still. So we're getting Straw Hat separation right at the very beginning of this arc. Never seen this trope before. All right, it's not funny this time. You've seen how big these fish are around here. I wonder if the ship got chomped into bits. We can't go back to Elbaf. Okay, where did you go, Luffy? And meanwhile, okay, and this is the one panel that I've actually seen from this chapter. This got spoiled to me back on like Wednesday. I saw this on the timeline. Everybody and their mother was posting this new outfit for Nami. Everybody was posting this Elbaf look with the frills and everything. All right, wake up. So Nami's waking up. Oh, I think I have a hangover. So they were all drinking the night before. And then, and she's waking up inside of what appears to be like a Lego castle. To be continued, 11/26 end, and we are not going on break, which is actually pretty amazing that we're not going on break after this. We're going on break, I'm assuming, after the next chapter. But that means next chapter's live reaction, because many of you know this, I'm going to be not only out of town next chapter, I'm going to be international next week. I still can't say where I'm going, but I will say, very good luck on my part that there is actually going to be a chapter next week with no break. That's very, very good luck. You guys are going to be very excited to see where I am filming my live reaction to One Piece 11/27 next week, which is going to be pretty sick. I love that. I'm very, very excited about that. So that'll be fun. We're going to have a fun live reaction stream then for next week. Well, hold on. Give me a quick second. Hold on. Let me look. Current time zones. Let me double check when this drops, because I think I know what time it would drop. It would be, so it's the next day at midnight. Okay. Well, actually, I guess it's after, but okay. Yeah, I could do this. I could totally do this. That's going to be cool. All right. Well, you're going to have a very special live reaction to the next one. It's going to be good. All right. So there you go. Nami inside Legoland Castle. This to me seems like the most, I'm just going to say right here for the beginning of this review portion, this to me seems like the most obvious thing on the planet of what's happening here. Nami woke up. She's already in Elbaf. She's in like the toy castle, like the toy Lego castle of like a giant or a giant kid or something. Maybe even Loki. Maybe Loki is like a Lego otaku or something. But like that's 110% what's happening here. It's that like she's in what appears to be a massive castle, but because of the size of the giants, this castle's actually just a toy to them. That's definitely what it is. 110% that's what that is. And again, I already saw this. I saw this panel on social media. So this, I don't really have like much to say about other than I'm excited we're actually in Elbaf. But beyond like the Lego thing, I'm not really sure. What I do have stuff to say about is all the stuff with Blackbeard and all the stuff with Shanks. I think both of those scenes with Bartolomeo and Shanks, actually getting to see what happened there, and then also getting to see more with the Blackbeard pirates and with Devon and with Kuzan and the fallout with the stuff from Garp, and seeing how excited all the other people that work for Blackbeard are for Blackbeard, gets me super hype for what's happening here. But I will say that I think us seeing Shanks' perspective and Blackbeard's perspective says to me that I don't think we're seeing either of them arriving in Elbaf. This to me pretty much like solidifies they're off to go do their own thing right now. That Shanks is going to be nowhere to be seen during this Elbaf arc, which I expected, but I think a lot of people thought because we saw Shanks last in Elbaf that we were going to see a little bit of him here. I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening at all. I really do think Shanks is off doing his own thing. And same thing with Blackbeard. Obviously, Blackbeard is not going to be going direct to Elbaf after this. I'm assuming if I had to guess, I think he's going to Wano. I think we even brought that up a little bit during the last chapter when we were theorizing like where the other Yonko were going. I do think Blackbeard is probably on his way to Wano country. And my assumption is that the Yamato like story arc going on right now in the cover story is going to culminate into Yamato finding the Pluton and discovering all of the people that went missing inside of old Wano country and tying something in with Blackbeard. If I had to guess, I think that's what's happening. Especially due to the fact that now Caribou is with them. Because if we look at the timeline of this, Pirate Island full of lead. Pirate Island, 2 days have passed and they've yet to reach Elbaf. So my assumption is that in those 2 days that have passed, since we saw Blackbeard and Kuzan and Caribou, my assumption is Caribou has already told them and that they are now on their way to Wano country in that 2 days. So that by the time we are actually in Elbaf proper with the other half of the crew, we can then in real time have the Yamato story conclude with Blackbeard, which I think would be pretty cool stuff. I would love to see that. Yamato and like the samurai or something standing off against Blackbeard in old Wano for Pluton would be sick. I would be very happy about that. I will say, real quick, because I moved on to the Blackbeard stuff and the Bartolomeo stuff very quickly from that last little sequence with Elbaf, the entrance to Elbaf. I will say straight up 100%, I hate that the Straw Hats are separated again. This is like the 100th time this happens. I feel like there's not really a need for this to separate the crew again. I feel like that's not really a huge surprise. If you're a fan of my channel, you probably know I don't love this. I feel like we've seen this too much at this point. Like, just give us at least one story arc in which the characters are actually together when they start this up. I understand you got a big group. I understand why he wants to split people up. I'm sure he probably split up Nami. If I had to guess where Nami is right now, where you get the, I think I have a hangover, and you hear Nami, hey, wake up, and she's blinking and she's waking up inside the castle. My assumption is that that's Loki. I think that's Loki. Because the whole thing is Loki was looking for a bride with the stuff with Lola. And my guess is Loki is going to be like a little Lego otaku weirdo, obsessed, trying to get a bride. And he sees Nami, and Nami's like his next target. He's honing in. He already got her all dressed up in the traditional Elbaf outfit. And he's like, look, we're going to get married. Come on, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And they're inside of like this Lego castle that he built and stuff. There's something along those lines. My guess is that this is Loki. If I had to guess. But I could be wrong. And I'd be happy to be wrong. But I feel like that's probably why they separated everybody else. But the Sunny is gone too. So, I mean, there is a likelihood the person saying wake up could be somebody within the crew. It could be like, you know, Luffy or Sanji or, you know, somebody else that was on the Sunny. Because again, the main crew is split. It looks like Usopp, Luffy, really like the East Blue Squad. Usopp, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Nami are all gone. And the whole other half of the crew with Frankie, Robin, Jinbei, Brooke. Well, hold on, where's Chopper? Chopper's not on the ship currently. Interesting. So maybe Chopper's with them. Interesting. I don't know. We're going to find out next chapter. Thankfully, literally, next chapter is next week. So we don't have to wait very long for this one, which is exciting stuff. Yeah, it's essentially the Little Garden crew missing. Well, Little Garden crew plus Chopper, because Little Garden was before Chopper. So it's the Little Garden crew and Chopper. Yeah. Hey, Irving's in the chat. What's going on, Irving? Welcome. Nakama. Nice to see you, buddy. Seeing Brandon saying, I also think that Loki stole Nami to get to Lola. Nami and Lola are friends. I could see that happening. It is interesting, though, that it's the crew from Little Garden plus Chopper. I agree. Maybe that's going to be our hint that maybe Vivi's going to be coming back at some point if we got the Alabasta crew there. That'd be kind of cool. Also, by the way, Roger, the Nami ending location is the same as the color spread in chapter 622. Really? Let me look this up. One Piece 622 cover spread. Let me look. I don't even remember what that one is. Let's see. Is it like a Lego castle? Oh. I did not even remember this one. Oh, that's cool, actually. Block 30. And yeah, you've got the Straw Hat crew building like a Lego palace together. That's cute. I mean, I love the idea of some type of like character obsessed with Legos. Building a Lego castle in Elbaf. I do actually kind of love that. I gotta say, it is such unfortunate timing that this chapter came out now and not next week. Well, not necessarily, because next week I'm going to be in redacted. But the unfortunate thing about this is that literally I found out via Nintendo that I'm going to be getting the Nintendo Lego set. Like they're going to be sending it my way to build like for a live stream. That would have been perfect for this week's chapter. I would have gotten this Lego set and we could have built a Lego set together while theorizing One Piece stuff. What a shame. What a shame. I'll make sure to put a photo up when it arrives or something, but that actually would have been genuinely very funny if I would have had a Lego set for the Lego chapter. That is very funny. I'm also seeing some person saying that maybe it's the brick fruit. That would actually be genuinely cool if Loki has the brick fruit. I mean, that wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, right? We had Sugar with the toy fruit, where she was turning people into toys. I would kind of love the fact that maybe Loki has like a brick fruit, and that he's able to turn people into little Lego versions of themselves. That, imagine like if we get Legoized. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about it now. If Oda did a character with the brick fruit, like Loki or something, that turns other characters into Lego versions of themselves, and we see Lego, Luffy, and Zoro, and Sanji, and the main Alabasta crew, you know damn well they're probably getting ready for a Lego set for One Piece live action. Because look, those are all characters that would be in season 1, season 2, and going into season 3. Because season 2, we already know the characters, we know where it's going, we know that it's ending with Drum Island. Season 3, my assumption would be all Alabasta. Oda's buying them a little time. Oda sees the dollar signs. Oda's like, look, if I do a character right now with the brick fruit, and I turn the whole Alabasta crew into it, and I use this chapter as my pitch deck to Lego Company, and go, Lego, we can make some money together with some nice Lego One Piece sets. Best of both worlds. That by the time season 3 rolls around and we get to the Alabasta characters, they're already gonna be Lego versions of the whole crew. Maybe that's what he's doing here. I would love that. I don't know necessarily if that's what he's doing, but I do think it's a non-zero chance. And I think Toei and I think Shueisha would be 100% down. Because haven't they done like Dragon Ball Lego sets? I feel like that's a thing that's already happened. So if they've already done Dragon Ball, they could definitely do One Piece. 110%. Yeah. Oh, also, Heidi brings up that there's a... Heidi coming through, bro. Heidi always comes through with the historical mythology plugs. Heidi's the GOAT. This is why Heidi's a mod. This is why my mom follows Heidi's Twitter page, where she's posting about all this historical stuff. This is great. Heidi came through and said, there's actually a myth about Loki from Norse mythology kidnapping a woman to create chaos. So there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Loki, there you go. Loki kidnapped Nami, put him inside the Lego castle. It's done. Good work, Heidi. Fantastic. Also, I just realized I haven't even finished my review portion yet. We ended up going off on a tangent, talking about the separation of the Straw Hats and talking about a brick fruit and all this stuff with Blackbeard. I do think it's interesting, too, that Lafitte always seems to be around the Celestial Dragons. We see him around them a lot. Have we ever actually seen Lafitte, other than Marineford, be away from Marijoa or the Celestial Dragons? I feel like Lafitte is always Blackbeard's eye on the Celestial Dragons. You see him here in the Red Port talking about like the food shipments being delayed and talking about the Celestial Dragons starving. Also, again, very cool that we're seeing him at the headquarters of the Umit Shipping Company. So potentially they're working together and that he's working in the underground with Umit. Because remember, Umit was the dude that we saw in Whole Cake Island with the underground characters, with the shipping corporation. We actually saw a little bit of him in the stuff with, correct me if I'm wrong, we saw him in a little bit of the stuff with Judge and Caesar, correct? Because there was the other guy that was from the underground that was funding the Dufeld company, right? Dufeld was the one funding Mads. Right, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Dufeld was funding Mads, and then we saw a little bit of the Umit shipping stuff with there. I think we did. If not, maybe it was just Dufeld and I'm confusing the two of them. Either way, it's just cool to see the underground characters coming back again. I like this. Very cool. And I do love that spread of all the Blackbeard pirates there as well. I do think it's interesting they got Pudding. Again, I think that's going to come into play. I feel strongly they're going to Wano. I think Caribou gave them the information. We got that 2-day time skip with them getting over to Elbaf. They still haven't even arrived yet. I'm assuming Nami is there with Loki right now, but that's it. Roger, you're actually correct, though. We did see Umit shipping stuff to Egghead. Well, there you go. Okay, so there you go. So, yeah, I think he's probably going to Wano. I don't know where Shanks is going. And, again, I don't think I already sort of did my theory during the reaction portion about what I think is happening with Bartolomeo. I really do think next time we see Bartolomeo, we're getting the 1000 Nika or something, and he's going to have a new ship with Gear 5 Luffy at the masthead, and it's going to be great. We all love Bartolomeo. We know Bartolomeo's not dying. Obviously, Shanks has a soft spot for him. They're not going to let Bartolomeo die. It's his status unknown. It didn't say the decimation of the Bartolomeo pirates. It just said the ship sank. So my guess is their ship is gone. They're going to rebuild. He'll have a Gear 5 ship going into Final War. And Shanks is going to laugh and be like, see? Because he's going to come in and help Luffy. So that'll be fine. I loved. Favorite part of the chapter, though, far and away, by far, favorite part of the chapter was this scene with Bartolomeo and the test of loyalty for Luffy. And Shanks telling him this poison's going to kill him and he has to give it to him within a month. And Barto's like, no, just give me the poison. And he drinks the whole thing up. And he's saying, please, it has nothing to do with Luffy. Let him live. I love it. Absolutely, positively love it. That scene was the best scene by far. And that's it. We worked our way backwards. A little bit of the party in Elbaf. We find out it is weird that the absinthe is bolded like it's important, though. The name of the absinthe being the Green Fairy. I mean, to be fair, I almost wonder... Because obviously, I am assuming this is like a Lego castle at the end of the chapter. But it could also be that maybe like her outfit and the castle could be based on like video games as well. Not that she's necessarily in a video game, but she has kind of like a traditional RPG kind of outfit. And I do think that would be kind of cool if like, you know, obviously Oda did a lot of video game references in Egghead Island. It'd be pretty cool to see him throw like little Zelda things here or there inside the Norse mythology stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. It is wild, though. They got so drunk that they blacked out for 2 days, though. They blacked out off the Green Fairy absinthe. Yeah. Well, great, man. Yeah, really solid chapter. Again, my only complaint this entire... I would give this one... If last week was like 11 out of 10, 10 out of 10 peak, I would give this one like a 9 out of 10, with my sole thing working against it being that the Straw Hats are separated again. I'm sick of that. I feel like we've seen that trope so many times now. I understand he needs to separate the crew for story purposes to maybe focus more on other characters, but I just really don't like that. I think there was probably a way around it to make it where the whole crew could have been together and Loki still could have kidnapped Nami, you know. But it is what it is. That's a very minor complaint in the grand scheme of everything, with all this great stuff with Bartolomeo and Shanks and great stuff with Blackbeard and Kuzan and the revelation that Garp is still alive. I mean, there's good stuff in this chapter. Yeah, for sure. And potentially we're going to get a Lego One Piece set at the end of all of this too, which is going to be good. All right. Well, with that being said, let's see what the thumbnail looks like this week. Let me open up the thumbnail from James. Now, I told James what to draw. I'm going to be completely transparent because I got spoiled on that last page with Nami. I told him draw Nami with a Lego castle. I literally told him to draw that. But I haven't seen the final result. So I'm actually seeing this the same time that you guys are seeing this. So let's open this up. And where's the display? Oh, there you go. Very cute. Very, very cute. Drawing the Lego castle there with the Lego drawbridge. You got Nami pointing to the back like soy facing looking at the Lego castle. Very, very, very cute. I also appreciate that James kept this one monetization safe. He could have very easily drawn a giant cleavage line through Nami, had that front and center like Vivi in the episode last night that we got of the One Piece anime, but he didn't. He made it cute. He put Nami in her new little Elbaf outfit, pointing on over at the Lego castle. Very, very cute. Nice little PG version. He made the little baby cleavage on the bottom. You can see the little bit of cleavage on the bottom, but that's it. He did a safe for work version of the thumbnail. Very cute, though. Poof is saying, though, just wait until the sticker version of this outfit. He's going to make one, and it's not going to stay that way. Exactly. James said, I'm not going to keep it this way for my sticker version of this. No, great thumbnail. Obviously gorgeous. This is exactly what I wanted, James. When I told James that I wanted Nami pointing at the Lego castle, this right here is exactly what I wanted. Very, 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 very good stuff. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, James. I also love the colorization, too, in the background with like the little bit of the sunset colors with like the yellow and the red with the anime lines. Really good. I feel like people are going to love this one too. I also think, yeah, if you make this a sticker and you up the booba on the bottom, this is going to sell like gangbusters. I don't know if there's actually any anime events coming up in the next like month or two, but I do. Brago, my guy. Brago, is that the actual Brago? Oh no, it is, because he's a mod. My man, what's up, Brago? Brago coming through on a Sunday morning with the official boys, nonetheless. Dropping a $50 donation, back like he never left. Brago D-Ace up in this, saying like, subscribe, become a member, everybody. Hope all is well, brother. Thank you very, very much. Also, Brago, it was absolutely lovely to see you at Anime NYC just a week and a half ago. Wild that was only a week and a half ago. We've been doing lots and lots and lots of stuff over the course of this past 2 weeks, between all the stuff in Vegas, all the stuff at New York, now me going off to Redacted next weekend. Love to see you. Actually, though, Brago. Come real close. Brago, I'm actually going on another trip in between the one I told you about and coming back from Vegas. I leave in 4 days. This was not a trip that I knew about when we were all together in Anime NYC, but it's a trip you're going to think is very cool. When you find out what it is, and when my chat finds out what it is, when I leave, you guys are going to be very excited. I love this too, because this trip is going to be the perfect location to do my Boruto live reaction from, my next One Piece manga live reaction from. I'm going to have lots of vlogs from this place. It's going to be very good. I'm excited. I think people are going to be happy. Is it going to be a one-on-one interview with Oda? I wish. Wouldn't that be crazy? See, you guys don't want me to interview Oda, though. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely real. I don't think you guys want me to interview Oda. Because if I interviewed Oda, I would not be asking the questions people care about. I know I wouldn't, because I don't care to know those answers. What I would do instead, if I was going to interview Oda, I'm going to tell you my question. If I was ever going to interview Oda, I would go, Oda, I have a very important burning question. What does Big News Morgans look like outside of his albatross look? What does he look like when his devil fruit is not activated? What does humans Big News Morgans look like? That would be one of my questions. My other question that I would probably bring up, wouldn't even be a question, it would be a suggestion, is to find a way for Law to make it alive out of the series. Because Law, I feel like with the eternal life surgery thing, things are looking kind of sketchy for him, especially with what we know going on right now with the Gorosei. Things are looking sketchy, especially if he removes the immortality stuff from Emu at some point. I feel like Law could die. So I would say, will you keep Law alive? And what does Big News Morgans look like outside of his albatross look? Those would be my questions. I don't care about anything else. Everything else, I'm reading alongside you guys. I don't want to know the secrets of the One Piece world. If I meet up with Oda and he tells me the secrets of the One Piece world, bruh, these wouldn't be fun. These reactions wouldn't be fun. I'd be spoiled. I don't want that. That would suck. I don't want that at all. Or maybe, you know what, I might do that. I might actually do that for you too, Rob. Ask Oda, yo, what about Carrot? Can Carrot join the crew? Can you put Carrot in the crew? I might do that too, because I do love Carrot. Shout out once again to Brago D-Ace. That's my guy right there. Lovely seeing you in here on a Sunday morning. Man, we had a lot of people in here. Brago and James and Irving. We got the squad. This is great. I've seen some people saying, but I could die tomorrow. I would definitely ask Oda what the end of One Piece is. No way. Also, I see Vapool asking in my chat saying, I can't find yesterday's stream on Twitch. So if you're a member of Vapool, if you click on the member reaction archive, the full live reaction to last night's One Piece anime episode is in the member reaction archive. It is in there. And then the Grand Festival portion of yesterday's Twitch stream is being uploaded today as a VOD to the VOD channel. So it's just two separate VODs. The anime reaction portion is in the member drive, just like always, and the Grand Festival portion is going to be on the VOD channel. But yeah, rest assured, it's just not on the main Twitch channel right now, because obviously we would get copyright claimed if we kept up a full anime live reaction. Yeah. Dude, yeah, all my mods are in here right now. This is crazy. Clax is saying, when there's a ton of mods, you know it's a fire chapter. Dude, we have Irving, Aaron, James, Brago. I mean, like, literally everybody's in here. Heidi was here earlier. Everyone pulled up for this one. Poof. I'm seeing the whole squad. This is great, man. All right, let's jump over to the super chats really quickly. And let's see what people are saying about this chapter. Maxim, my guy. My guy coming through with another donation. We had Brago and dude, everyone is pulling up. All the mods, literally every mod is pulled up on today's stream. This is wild. Maxim came through with the $25 donation saying, Roger, you can't be serious with your questions. I can't with the Morgan stuff. Let me ask you then, Maxim, what would you ask Oda? You know what? Maxim's a longtime donator. Maxim's a personal friend. Maxim's been a mod for a long time. Maxim, tell me, what would you ask Oda? Just write it in the chat. What would you ask Oda? Whatever you want to ask Oda, I'll ask Oda for you. You know what? I'll go Oda, Maxim. He's been a big money, new money spender, coming through every single stream. What does Maxim want to know about One Piece? You tell me, and I will ask Oda directly when I see him in a week. Because apparently I'm doing a one-on-one interview with him, right? So whatever you want me to ask Oda, Maxim, I'll ask him. But see, notice Maxim has not said anything in the chat. So you know damn well Maxim wants to know the same thing I want to know, which is what does Morgan's look like outside of his devil fruit? See, he's joking, he's fooling around, he's doing the donation, but at the end of the day, one-on-one, always bet on RogersBase. He knows what the people want. The people want to see human form Big News Morgans. All right, let's see some of these other donations. Let's see. What else is going on here? We got random guy saying Oda might be cleaning up ships so there's less detail work in the background of the final war with a dozen less ships. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think Oda's destroying people's ships for the purpose of having less ships to draw in the final war. Especially because, like I said, when I would put money on that right now. When Bartolomeo comes back and his crew has a new ship, I'm putting money on it. It's going to be Gear 5 themed and based around the Thousand Sunny. Because again, their first ship was the Going Luffy. So it's got to get destroyed for them to make their Thousand Sunny version of the ship. And their Thousand Sunny version of the ship is going to be Nika themed. Guaranteed, we'll put money on it right now. So no, I don't think Oda's destroying the ships to have less ships. Maxim, you didn't need to donate. I said write it in the chat. You didn't need to give me more money to tell me. Maxim, bro. This man's like, I'm going to drop $50 to say my idea to Oda. Maxim, you have priority. You don't got to donate to say that. Maxim said easy. If you could change, okay, so this is what he's going to ask Oda. If you could change one thing pre-time skip, ooh, actually, this is a really good question, and one thing post-time skip to help you with the story, what would you have done? That's actually a really, really, really good question. Oda, if you could change one thing pre-time skip and one thing post-time skip to help you with the story, what would it be? I'm telling you right now, post-time skip Oda's going to be like, I'm cutting Wano in half. Guaranteed. I'm cutting Wano in half. I'm eliminating half of the filler, half of the nonsense that didn't need to be there. Wano's getting cut in half. Absolutely. That's going to be half of it. Pre-time skip, what would Oda have changed to help the story? Also, Vipul saying, are you really meeting Oda? No. We're joking in the chat. Also, please, anybody who thinks that my trip is to go have a one-on-one interview with Oda, we are joking. That is not what the trip is at all. I understand some people, English might not be their first language or something that are watching, so they might not pick up on the sarcasm. No, I want to clarify for people, do not expect me doing a 1v1 interview with Oda next week. That is not happening. It's not happening. Yeah, we're just having a little bit of fun. It's just a fun little game. It's not happening. I do wonder, though, what he would say pre-time skip. What he would say pre-time. My guess pre-time skip. If I had to guess what Oda would want to change, the only thing I'm thinking is maybe because he has a more solid idea of hockey, that I could imagine Oda wanting to go back to Marineford and actually show the characters with their proper hockey. That would maybe be the one thing that I think he might want to change. Because at that point in the story, we didn't fully understand hockey. But obviously, characters like Whitebeard and Akainu had hockey pre-time skip. They had it, but Luffy wasn't able to, like, see it necessarily and didn't fully understand it. And so that's why we as readers didn't see it. But if I had to guess, I think that would actually be his answer. I think his answer would be that he would draw the characters with hockey in Marineford to actually showcase what the characters were capable of. Because also that wouldn't necessarily change anything that he did pre-time skip, and that would be kind of like an easy out for that. Yeah, that'd be my guess. Showcasing the hockey during Marineford, yeah. And I really do think post-time skip it would be cutting Wano in half. I think it would honestly be just trimming a lot of the story arcs, trimming a lot of Fishman Island, trimming a lot of Whole Cake, trimming some of Dressrosa even, trimming some other stuff. Yeah. All right, Ghoulie donated, by the way. Thank you, Ghoulie. Saying, Roger, I've been thinking about the Blackbeard crew and a possible Holy Land raid. Do you think that maybe Pizarro can use his Devil Fruit to take over the Red Line? Now, that would actually be sick. I would love to see that. Considering, I mean, Lafitte is in the Red Port right now. That would be super sick to see Alvaro Pizarro take over the Red Line and you get the two giant eyeballs on the Red Line and moving everything around with the Celestial Dragons. The only thing against that for me would be, I feel like Blackbeard wants the ancient weapons more than he does, like, messing with the Celestial Dragons. I feel like if Caribou is telling him about the ancient weapons, my guess is he'd want to go after the ancient weapons first before going after the Celestial Dragons on the Red Line, would be my only guess. But that would be sick. I would totally love that. I mean, I would love if Alvaro Pizarro took it over with the Island Fruit. That's a really good one. Thank you, by the way, to Fergus for re-upping his membership. Nakama. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. We also got donation from Geo Huey Flow donating and saying, Roger, will you check out my Blackbeard cosplay? I sent you a link on Twitter. Sure, I got you. Give me a second. I'll pull up your Blackbeard cosplay. Let's see. I'm going to double check it first, though, so it's nothing not safe for work. But yeah, I'll double check. Hold on, let's see. Check out my Blackbeard cosplay. This is from Geo Huey Flow. Oh my God, bro. That's fire, actually. Wait a minute, hold on. This is actually fire. Dude, look at this guy's Blackbeard. That is horrifying, man. Well done. He's got the nose, he's got the gura orb in the middle too. Good stuff, dude. I also like that his comment says, does this mean I'm a cosplayer now? As of today, my era begins. Blackbeard cosplay. Very nicely done, Gio. Wow. 10 out of 10 cosplay. Very scary. If I saw you walking down the street, I would be horrified. You can also see too, he messed up the teeth a little bit. He's got the long hair. He's got the drip. That's really great, man. Well done. Well done. Good work, Gio. Well done. I'm also seeing Jose in the chat earlier saying, I think Blackbeard might actually kill Emu and steal his power. We actually talked about that a little bit during the last chapter with the idea that at the end of Final War, Blackbeard swoops in and steals Emu's fruit. If Emu is the actual devil fruit user, and he is a devil, and it's the strongest mythical zone, Blackbeard would obviously want that to go along with the strongest Paramecia and the strongest Logia. He'd steal the fruit so that you get the power buff going into Laugh Tale. When final fight, Luffy versus Blackbeard, he basically has to fight Blackbeard with Emu powers, with Whitebeard powers, and with, of course, the powers of the Darkness Fruit. But either way, very, very cool. Very, very cool, Gio. Well done. I made sure to like your post. Good work. Awesome outfit. Well done. All right. Very nicely done. All right, now let's see. We still got a couple more donations and stuff I got to get through. Hollow Avarice donated and said it's a tiny detail, but I think this could be why the Blackbeard pirates have silly logs on their ship. Pizarro can just easily pick them up without breaking them. Oh, that's right, because they don't need to sail anywhere, that Pizarro can just like literally lift the logs and put them back down. They don't even need to invest in huge ships. That's actually not a terrible theory. That's pretty cool, actually. Ace donated and said, it seems that the Alabaster Straw Hats are the ones missing. So again, I wouldn't be shocked if Vivi pulls up to Robin's group on the giant ship. I would love that. I'm going to leave a like on that comment because I really do like that one a lot. I want to see Vivi make his way in. I want to see the whole squad. I want to see Vivi and Morgans and Wapple, 3 of them in there. Vivi's a character. I mean, she's like one of my absolute favorites. So, of course, I want to see Vivi show up again. I want to see Vivi specifically with Kuma's fruit, too. We've talked about this however many times. So whatever brings Vivi back into the story quicker, I'm going to be happy about that. James says, I just hope Vivi pulls up to my place. All right, James. Cool your jets. Go back to adding more cleavage to the thumbnail and then make a new sticker out of it. You can put the not safe for work version or whatever on your Twitter, and then I'll put the safe for work version on mine. All right, let's see. Cass Lerlin donated and said, in the impossible scenario of the Barto Club leaving the Grand Fleet, you would say maybe that they would build the Going Zolo. The Going Zolo. And they just get lost on the crew. They're going off. They can never follow the Straw Hats again. They just get lost constantly, and they make a Zorro ship. That would be funny. But yeah, again, like you said in your own donation, it would be impossible. Of course, they're making 1,000 Nika. It's happening, man. It's happening. Koala Fan donated and said, Elbaf hype. Also, awesome anime episode last night. Reminder that Sabo faced Emu and the Gorosei and got away. Sabo, top 5. Yes, sir. Also, if you guys haven't seen my reaction to that episode, uploaded my full reaction to last night's episode over to my YouTube channel. And then the uncut version is available for members here on YouTube. So make sure to check that out. Thank you very much for a little bit of a plug for last night's video. Thank you very, very much. Jeskinator became a member again and brought up a really interesting fact saying Lego is actually a Danish company. So Scandinavian, which relates directly to Vikings. So it definitely makes sense that there would be a character here obsessed with Legos. I love that. Thank you for bringing that up. I did not actually know that Lego was a Danish company. I actually think I might have known that, but the connection of the Vikings and the Scandinavian stuff, I would not have connected. So that's actually kind of cool. I love that. Bryant Brawler donated and said, it actually makes sense. I initially thought that it might be beige. I don't know what that is in relation to, Bryant Brawler. You might want to say in the chat again what that donation was in relation to, because I'm looking, it was 827. What were you talking about? Oh, were you talking about the Umet shipping company stuff? Is that what you were talking about with beige and like the bootlegging thing? That's the only thing I'm thinking of that maybe Bryant was talking about with beige. I'm sorry that I saw this one so late. Again, this is what happens. When a lot of people donate, I end up getting backed up on some of these. So apologies for not reading it right away. All right, let me see this. Invader Shim, by the way, becoming a member, saying here to say, Roger, hi, and I love your content. Nakama, thank you very much. Appreciate that. We got Wojus saying Hangover 4, the Elbaf trip. The Sunny got lost because they got so drunk that they actually let Zorro steer. Look, I'd be down for a Hangover movie with the One Piece characters in it. That would be great. Thor Baka donated. By the way, what is this? I'm seeing like a 20 next to the name. I'm assuming you've been subscribed for 20 months. Thank you very much. Saying, cheers, mate. This was the greatest way to start my Sunday. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Very kind one. And Boohoo donated and said, I'm sorry if I'm late and it was already mentioned, but I'm convinced that Big Mom will be at Elbaf having eaten Kaido's soul. That would be interesting, man. I mean, I don't hate that theory. That would be cool. If that's Big Mom's way of escaping Wano country and getting out of the lava as she ate Kaido's soul, that would be kind of crazy. By the way, this is why I like your streams. The extra info dumps about these myths and the connections to different companies is always awesome to hear. Absolutely. It's a huge part of the fun. Trevor also said, peep the Speedo that Frankie had in the last panel. Nani? Just looks like a normal Speedo. Is something else connected to it? He's just wearing a cowboy hat and he's got a Speedo on. Am I missing something? Also, to follow up on the Big Mom thing, Big Mom told Perospero she had a plan and Kaido still owed her a debt that she hasn't repaid. Maybe, sure. I don't hate that idea that Big Mom ate Kaido's soul to escape and then shows up at Elbaf. That could be cool. I actually genuinely think that would be a really cool way to get her back into the story. I don't remember that thing with Perospero and the debt to Kaido, though, but I trust you guys. Also, Trevor says there's actually a rose tucked into the Speedo on the right side. It's a stupid detail, but I love the detail from Oda. But what is that like? Does that symbolize something? The Speedo rose? Does that symbolize something that I don't understand? Is that a reference to somebody? I do see the little flower now that you guys are talking about it tucked into the Speedo, but I just don't understand the reference. If it's a reference to something, it was lost on me. Yeah. Clax also donated and said, if you were planning to cosplay any characters that debuted after the time skip, who would you choose? And if they only had a silhouette pre-time skip, it's also fine. If I was going to cosplay any characters that debuted after the time skip, I already did Big News Morgans. I already did Katakuri. I already did Senior Pink. Who else would I cosplay? I mean, Shaka would be kind of cool. I think it'd be fun to like roll up at a One Piece convention dressed up as Shaka and nobody would know who I was. And then just like walk in somewhere and take off the mask and have people go, oh my gosh, it's RogersBase. That would be kind of cool. I think also Barto would be kind of fun too. I'd do Barto. Bryant Brawler super chatted and said, my initial super chat was referring to my initial reaction to the Nami panel at the end of the chapter. I don't see another super chat from you, Bryant Brawler. Oh, I see. Oh, people were saying that they thought the voice. I see. Bryant, I see what you're saying now. Bryant was saying the voice calling out to Nami saying, hey, wake up inside of the castle. He thought that could have been Beige. Because, you know, Beige has the giant castle. And that, like, Nami would maybe be inside Beige's castle. Interesting. Yeah, this is very clearly Legos. This is not his castle, which is more, like, Italian-themed. But I see what you're referring to now. Yeah, because how Beige could bring everybody into his castle, you know, where they had the conversation during Whole Cake Island. I see. I see what you're... Yeah, again, I don't think that's what this is. I do think this is, like, a Lego castle of Loki's or something. But I also, you know, I don't hate that someone's brain would go to that, you know? Interesting. All right, well, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. We had a solid hour's worth of a live reaction this morning. Really interesting chapter. Thank you once again to all the people who came through and donated, all the great super chats. Next time you guys see me live, I will be live from a different country. I won't even be in the United States when I go live again on YouTube, which is pretty exciting stuff. So I will see you all live from this other country. I will say, my live reaction stream might be 6 hours earlier or 6 hours later, depending on what's happening. Might be 6 hours earlier or 6 hours later. But either way, you're going to see me, probably with the physical Shonen Jump in hand. That's your hint. And we'll be live reacting to 1127, which is going to be exciting stuff. Also, one last donation. We got one last donation from Anime Fanatic saying, small theory, but the boat Mihawk travels around in could be the actual coffin of a friend or family member. Oda hinted that he was betrayed in the past, and it does sound pretty messed up. That the boat that Mihawk travels in could be the actual coffin of a friend or family member. Sure. I'm not going to say no to that. Sure. All right. Thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Nakama! Also, again, make sure to check out my live reaction to the new anime episode, because it was really, really good. All right. Bye, everybody!